Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 7, Episode 12. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this name. The title of this episode cannot pronounce it at all. So, sorry, I'll have it down in the title and description, but yeah, I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. So yeah, this video will be short, and I say that a lot, but it will be short. First couple I'm talking about is Chloe and Johnny. Now, remember last week, Chloe's mom is in town, and you know how I felt about her and Chloe's little bickering, and how Chloe keeps, just being like a smart aleck to her mother and stuff and everything. Now, Chloe's mom said that the best way she can support Chloe and Johnny is if they move to Boston. Johnny in this episode said that, he really likes his job out on the water and everything, doing the pirate ship and all that and everything. Chloe had mentioned to her mother that, trying to get Johnny here permanently is just will be more challenging than her staying there in Aruba, basically. So later they all go to a beach, basically, and Chloe and her mom have another conversation, and Chloe decides to tell her mom about Johnny's little cheating scandal. Remember the beginning of the season when we first met them, Johnny had brought a girl, like he told Chloe that he was going on a guy's trip to Miami, but he brought a girl here, and he wanted to almost be with her. You guys remember that? Well, she told her mom that story, and now her mom is really mad about that. And now her mom is saying that she really don't want her staying here and everything. And judging by the previews, the next week she's going to confront Johnny about it. She told the producers that how mad she is, and that she's really going to tell him off about it. Now, like, her mom has been giving Chloe the third degree about everything now, and it's just they're not getting nowhere. But Chloe did say, even though this happened 11 months ago, he's done like little snippets of things to try to make her feel better, basically. And Chloe said that she has sat him down multiple times and said, "Do not lie to me, do not lie to me," and everything. So, but still, the mom is really just shocked to hear that, and yeah, she just wants to take her little daughter home. And I don't blame her, but, Chloe's also mad because, she feels like her mom is about to start basically meddling in the relationship and everything, and she even said that I kind of regret telling her because now that's all she's going to really think about, which I could see that, basically, and everything. But, I mean, this is what happens when you live the spoiled life, just saying. So yeah, I'm curious to see how all of that basically plays out. So, yeah, but that was Chloe and Johnny. Next couple I want to talk is Jenny and Cement. So this is funny. So, they got that cafe, their little family cafe, their little fake family cafe going, basically. And, remember what happened last week? Jenny had a customer and couldn't get her little coffee machine working, basically. This episode, they have the guy that Cement talked to a few weeks ago. I think his name was Rohit and everything. The one who was like basically roasting Cement and just basically saying that he's gonna fail at this and everything, but Jenny's saying that Rohit's jealous because he's starting this and he don't and all that. I agree with Rohit, basically. He already knows that this is not gonna work. So he comes to the little cafe, and he sees Cement's parents working, sees Jenny working and everything, and Jenny offers him some coffee and everything, and she gives him the price. The price was only like $1. It was only $1, and even 80 cents, really, 80 cents to $1, basically. And this dude's gonna talk about this is too expensive and everything. So, and Jenny was like, when he says like that's too much for me, and he was like, and Jenny was just like, okay, well then go away. Okay, bye. Basically, hey Jenny, and everything. So Rohit finds Cement, and they sit down and have a conversation, and they start talking. Jenny actually does bring Rohit some cappuccino and some coffee and said, this is on the house and everything. Jenny was nice enough and everything. And then she smacked him on the head as she left. I thought that was funny. So Rohit and Sumit were talking and everything, and Rohit's concerns about this little family cafe is that one, Jenny is old and everything. He came in and joking about where's my spaghetti because Jenny, that's the only thing Jenny can make and stuff. And so one, Jenny is old, and two, your parents are old. Like your parents should not be working at this age like this, and they're working for you basically. Who are you basically, and everything. And you know what? I agree with them. I mean, I know they want to, this is a little side hustle because, they're retired and everything, just get a little income or whatever and whatnot and everything. But Submit has just been. A lot of the times, I just don't feel like Submit knows what he's doing, and I know that's mean for me to say, but he just really does not know what the heck he's doing at times. Like he's been fired from multiple jobs since we met him and everything. He's quit jobs and everything. So like I know he doesn't want to feel like he's the black sheep of the family because he says he felt like that for so long and everything, but he doesn't do anything to help his case. And you got Jenny, you got a wife over there who's old and just tired and doesn't want to be there and shouldn't really be there, and just lost a little bit of brain cells because she forgets to plug in a coffee machine. It's just not looking good for you, bro. So he had that conversation, but they all think that, oh, Rohit is just real jealous of this cafe and everything because we started this business and he didn't and everything. And this business is like right in a quad area where the college kids are, and they're only getting a little bit of business. Submit said that this is the third day. Business is okay. It's not bad, but it could be better. Well, no, duh, it could be better. Y'all need a better menu. Y'all need to have a little bit more variety of food, and you need more cooks and everything. That not your parents. Just saying. So, so yeah, like we really ain't getting nowhere with that. But yeah, but that was the only scene that they had. So that was Jenny and Cement. Next couple I want to talk is Anthony and Manon. I can't with Manon. I can't. We cannot do every little thing that we do. She is whining and crying. Now, I'm a sensitive person myself, but I ain't this sensitive. Anthony decides to take Manon on a little date. It's a little different kind of date. He decides to take her to a goat farm and like a goat cheese farm or whatever and everything. I guess Manon likes this specific kind of cheese that they can't get in the U.S. It's hard to get in the U.S., but he found it in France. And so Manon's dressed like she's going to like some kind of classy event, and he takes her to a farm and everything. So she starts snapping on him that you should have told me you take me to a farm. I would have dressed more before that and everything and everything. So they get to the farm and they meet with the guy, and they go to where all the goats are at, and they start milking the goat. And the guy shows them how to milk a goat. Basically, Anthony was just all into it. He was up and close and everything, and Manon was just all grossed out. She was just like, and the farm like gagging and everything. Like she was just disgusted by the entire thing. But Anthony, he just felt like he was in his element and everything. So after he milked the goat, basically, and everything, then the guy came over and gave him some cheese samples. Once Manon got the cheese samples, she was happy. And I'm like, of course she is. Of course she is. So they try some samples of the cheese. She's now happy, but then she starts whining about, what is your idea of bringing me on a date here? And everything. And I'm just like, girl, like, you know, and I said this all season about Menon. I understand her insecurities and her struggles and everything, and we all try to be nice with her. Like, we'll message her. I know a lot of my other fellow YouTubers will message her and give her some words of encouragement and everything, and pray for her and everything. And she mean well? Yes, but she really has not gotten a good edit, in my opinion. And in every single episode, she's just always like complaining about something, whining about something, and crying all the time. It just seems like nothing Anthony can do is right, and she's just never happy and everything. And like, I'm trying to be nice, but she's really getting on my nerves. I cannot. I really every season I have that couple who I just get them off of my screen. There's always that one couple, and this season is Anthony and Manon. It's just they're just that couple this season. Normally, I don't do that for the other way. Feel like that on the other way, but they are that couple. Oh my God, the Manon is just annoying. But you know what? Speaking of annoying, let's talk about freaking annoying Madeline. So, Luke and Madeline. A few weeks ago, Luke had told Madeline about the little stripper at his bachelor party, and she has not forgave him since. This episode, Luke, ever since then, Luke is doing everything he can to try to win Madeline back, because I guess they are still going to try to get married and everything. So Luke was kind enough to buy Madeline a new puppy. And he brings the puppy to the apartment. She's doing laundry. And he's like, I got a surprise for you. And here's your new puppy. And she's like, yeah, and everything. And she named the puppy Caros or Cargos or something, whatever. I don't even know. It started with a K. And, she's all happy about that. And, she's saying, Luke is, finally trying to make, this is one of my love languages, basically. Like doing stuff like this to prove that he's sorry. So for a moment, they did give each other a kiss and said, Luke said that, you know what, even though I did this, I know this is not going to solve everything 100%, but I just don't want to fight anymore. I just want to move on from everything. So they agreed to move on until they get in the car to go to the place that they're going to get married at. On their way out, Luke is has all kinds of stuff trying to put in the trunk to take on their trip and everything. And he asked Madeline to help, and she wouldn't help and everything. And now he's irritated. Madeline's carrying the puppies and everything. They get in the car and everything. Luke says that, you ain't doing much with the dogs, basically. And she's like, what? And everything. Like I have to clean up after the dogs and stuff. And then she's like, well, I have to pick up your little stinky boxers and everything. They smell like crap and all that, And then Madeline says in a confessional, she has to, she's really thin. So she's like, look at these. Like, this is the man should be the one doing this. He needs to treat me more like a queen and everything. And they just started arguing about who's doing what and everything and all that. Luke was just like, I work, I pay the bills and everything. And she's like, oh my God, that's just the minimum of what the man is supposed to do. You don't do all that stuff and then come back and tell me that you did that and everything. And he's like, I sacrificed a lot. I'm doing this, and that. And then she's like, do you think I want to really be with you? And all that. It's just, oh my God, it's just so annoying. Madeline don't really like Luke. It's just clear. She don't really like Luke. Luke said that he feels like he's being bossed around by a 20-year-old. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He's being you are being bossed around by a 20-year-old. You're my age, bro. You're dating a 20-year-old. So, like, what you expect and everything. Madeline is not ready for this kind of commitment at all and everything. She is one of the okay. She claims that she could be independent and everything, but she feels like if she has a man, she don't have to do nothing. I don't really like people. And I apologize to put a gender on it, but I don't really like girls who do that, who brag about their how great their independence is, but then when they get a man, they feel like they don't have to do anything. Now, I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way as the how I think that the man shouldn't provide. 100%, the man definitely should provide and everything, but I I just come from the background where relationships are equal. Everything's 50-50. One person will take care of the house, one person will go to work. There's always some kind of equal compromise when it comes to relationships and stuff and everything. And if one person feels like they're doing that, doesn't want it, if the person doesn't want to be 50-50, wants to be just like either 80-20 or 90-10 and whatever, that just it's just a recipe for disaster. But it's not even a recipe for disaster. It just brings a lot of judgment into a relationship. This when the guy wants 50-50 and the girl wants more, then there's a lot of judgment. Oh, he's not a man. He's not a man. He doesn't want to do nothing for me. He don't do nothing for me. I do more for him. No, it's not. It's not supposed to be like that. We have to quit judging people just based on like their preferences and everything, and what they want out of a relationship and stuff and everything. So, but in terms of Luke and Madeline, like I just don't feel like Madeline is just really ready for this kind of commitment relationship. Now, judging by social media, and I've been like referring, and y'all normally I don't like to do like rumors and stuff until it's 100% confirmed. But there's just an inkling that Luke and Madeline are not even together anymore. Because Luke's been doing like question and answer. He did a question and answer session on Instagram last week, and he gave really interesting responses. And none of and obviously he has an NDA and can't spoil nothing, and he didn't. But just the way he responded to some of the questions they asked, it's just clear and obvious that him and Madeline are not together. So I wonder what happened after they got married and everything. I just think Madeline didn't forgive him because of the stripper thing, and plus the other problems that they have and stuff and everything. So that's just my opinion on that. So again, like I said, I don't want what I said to be taken out of context and everything. I do think I am old school. I do think a man should provide for his woman, but there also needs to be respect on the woman's part too, and a fair compromise. That's what I'm saying, and everything. So I don't want nobody coming at me in the comment section saying, "Oh, you're you, look, you thinking that way? You just like that? I don't be doing none of that." I mean, I don't like to be controversial, but that's just my personal opinion and my personal preference and everything. But anyway, that is the end of my review. We did not see Patia and Dylan in this episode, or Greta and Matthew. I think we'll see Greta and Matthew. It's been a while since we've seen them. I missed them. They're my favorite couple. So we'll see Greta and Matthew and Patia and Dylan next week and everything. But man, yeah. Luke and Madeline. Yeah. But anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. Before I go, I just want to wish everybody a happy and blessed Thanksgiving this week. It's Thanksgiving week. I'm thankful for all you guys. I'm thankful for the Nathan Tim 2 YouTube channel. I'm thankful for this year, how much this page has grown. This time last year, I was only at like 50 subscribers, and now I'm at close to 150 and everything. So we grew so much this year, and I'm hoping by next year we even grow even more. And I'm so thankful for all you guys, to all my subscribers, to all my new subscribers and everything. Like, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. It means the world to me. Like I said, I like to do these reviews in a safe contents and everything. Some things, like even what I said earlier, could be a little controversial. I try not to be controversial. I try not to be like too deep into the gossip. I just like to bring in my reviews and go on about my day. And I hope you guys enjoy just like a different style compared to the other advanced YouTubers and stuff and everything. I'm not trying to be like them. I'm just be myself. I respect all my other colleagues and everything. And I even think I'm grateful for them who helped me to get my channel up and going as well. I'm just overall thankful, guys, and everything. So thank you guys so much for your continued support. Please, again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please make sure you are subscribed, because YouTube has been unsubscribing people from channels, and so make sure you are subscribed. And so again, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll be back. Since Married at First Sight is done, I'll be back on next week to recap the final part of the Happily Ever After tell. So until then, y'all stay safe and have a good one. Love you guys. Bye.